Hey magical babes, it's Sydney. I've always wanted to do Inktober, which if you don't know is a drawing challenge where you do an ink drawing every day through the month of October, so at the end you'll have 31 drawings. I've tried to complete it in the past, but this year I think I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna do all 31 days. And I'm kind of rusty, so I think that this will be good for me. Sometimes I just struggle deciding what to draw, and Inktober does provide prompts for every day, but I've never really found them very inspiring. So this time I decided to try something different. You're playing with your crinkle toy right now? You doing that? Cool. I thought it might be interesting to draw a tarot card every day and use that as a prompt instead. Today I drew the Fool card, which I think is kind of appropriate since it's the first card in the Major Arcana. Kind of fitting, right? At first glance, the Fool might seem like a bad card, but when upright, it represents frivolity, happiness, no worries, and enjoyment of life. So I took this prompt and decided that a mermaid kind of captured the freedom and frivolity of the card. Mermaids always seem to be having fun, right? If you're new to tarot, or if it weirds you out, let me explain what it is. There are many different theories on where tarot originated. It seems that tarot cards were first created as a game and appear in Europe around 1375, brought over from Islamic societies where they had been used for centuries before. These weren't the tarot cards that we know today though. As the cards passed through different hands, cultures, and times, they changed. I would say that they even became more human. I think that's what I like about them. The archetypes portrayed in the cards are universal, timeless, and seem to have a life of their own. Occult followers in France and England discovered the cards in 1781 and used them as a divination tool. After this, tarot was associated with occult philosophy. Personally, I don't think that tarot cards have a life of their own. It's not like a Ouija board where you're theoretically communicating with spirits. I think it's more like taking an ink blot test or a personality test online. You're communicating with yourself, your subconscious. It's kind of weird though how relevant the chosen cards can be. I think that people have way more sensory capabilities than we'd like to admit in the modern world. I'm open to that. I've noticed that cards seem to take on the personality of their owners, kind of how sometimes dogs tend to look a bit like their owners. I thought it might be interesting to see what tarot cards I draw this month, see where I'm at, what floats to the surface. I'm hoping it doesn't get too personal and weird. We'll see. And here I think I've finished my Constellation Mermaid. I am a bit rusty, but you know, day one, we're getting back on that horse. That's what we're here for. We're here to practice and get better and learn. If you like, you can follow me on Instagram at plumwildco. I'll be posting all my drawings there in addition to some of the other projects that I'm working on. And if you're interested, I would encourage you to try Inktober as well. Don't worry about being perfect or being an artist. Just get out there and draw and try to learn as you go. So much of being creative and being an artist is just trying, because then if you just try, you're already ahead of the pack. And hey, I love you. Believe in your own magic. Okay, bye.